Good morning, everybody. Tom Berry. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a commercial property this morning. We're going to be having the Wealth Club meeting this coming Saturday, which is July 25th. You want to get there early, get there by 8:30 at least, so that you have plenty of time for networking. You'll be able to get some food before it's all gone, get a good seat. But we're going to be talking about commercial property, commercial real estate, and why you want to get into that. Most people get into real estate, they think about houses, they think about flipping houses, maybe buying a couple of rentals. Obviously there are other tactics that you can use with single families as well, but not a lot of people get into the next phase of real estate, which is commercial. And quite honestly, it took Melissa and I 3 years to get from single family into commercial. I can tell you don't have to wait that long. Quite honestly, I wish we hadn't. We could have got to where we got much quicker if we had gotten into commercial faster. The reason is I'm doing 2 of these tapes, one of them on residual income and one of them on wealth building. And today I want to focus on wealth building. If you buy a single family home that has $30,000 of equity in it, you've just added $30,000 to your net worth. But if you buy an apartment complex that has $750,000 of equity in it, you just added $750,000 to your net worth. Now, we went through a phase several years ago where commercial properties were easy to buy. In fact, they were giving them away practically. And we were able to close 16 commercial transactions in 22 months. Those 16 commercial transactions had enough equity in them that they set us up for the rest of our lives. That's the biggest reason you want to get into commercial real estate. Because the numbers are so big, you don't have to do as many transactions to get to your end goal of being financially independent. Now, you could do it through single families. I've done the math. You're just going to have to run an enormously large operation, and you're going to have to manage a lot of people in order to get that accomplished. With commercial, it doesn't take that many properties because the numbers are so large. I'm going to go through a couple of case studies Saturday, and one of them is of a property that we purchased about 3 years ago for $1.7 million. I'm going to tell you how we got the money for it. I'll tell you how we managed it, and in the time frame that I have available, I'm going to talk about what we did to the property to add a little bit of value to it. We put about $175,000 worth of rehab in it. Now, think about that in the context of single-family homes. A lot of you out there are doing rehabs now where you're doing $60,000, $70,000 rehabs. So a rehab budget of $175,000 is not that big comparatively. When we're talking about a 64-unit apartment complex. But we did this rehab, we did it over a 2-year period, we turned the property around, and it sold just a month or 2 ago for $2.7 million. Now, in full disclosure, we had a partner on it, and that partner got a chunk of it, so we didn't get to keep it all. But the point is still valid. That project made $1 million. A cool $1 million for running a property for 2 years. How many of those could you do over a 5-year period? How many of them would you have to do to get to your goal? Okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about Saturday. If that subject matter interests you, we'd love to see you there 8:30 to noon, and we'll see you at the top because the bottom is too darn crowded.